Readers know it's summer when there's a new book by #1 New York Times bestselling author Emily Giffin. And this one hits all the emotions. It's about a woman in New York City who is living her perfect life, working at her dream job, engaged to a man who adores her. But then she gets a phone call from her first love, and it gets complicated from there. The book is called Love You More, and Emily joins us now to talk about it. Welcome. Congratulations on this book.
Well, thank you so much. It's so good to be with you this morning.
Emily, you had me at Something Borrowed and then Something Blue, and I have been with you ever since.
I love that. We grew up together.
We did. 9 of your books have been New York Times bestsellers. You have over 12 million copies in print.
Yeah.
I mean, you've given us 20 years of beautiful stories that are tender and heartfelt and that stay with us long after that last page. So thank you for that.
Well, that's so sweet. Thank you. I love sharing my stories with readers everywhere. So it's great to hear that you've enjoyed them.
It seems in all of your books that really love is at the core. And there's always a bit of a catch because sometimes loving the one you want certainly comes with challenges.
That's very true. I would agree with that. I think first loves hold a special power because they happen at such a formative time in our lives. So when we look back, we're not just remembering, the person, but we're remembering who we were when we loved them. So that's one of the layers in this book. Yes,
it is. I mean, your latest novel, Love You More, it is all about that first love, true love, but also going home. And that really is something special.
Yes, going home. There's an expression, an old saying that no one can step in the same river twice because you're not the same person and the river's not the same. And I think that's a little bit like going back to your hometown once you've left it. And certainly what Billy experiences in this book, she's this doctor living and working in Manhattan. She has this perfect life, and as you mentioned, a wonderful fiance, and she gets this phone call and goes home. And the experience, is not exactly what she expects. And she revisits these old relationships and sees her first love. And I think we can all relate to that. And the sense of being at a crossroad and making a choice. And I think we all have a moment where we wonder what if, and can we go back? And Billy sort of gets the second chance to go back and love you more.
I mean, in your book, which I just could not put down, you introduce us to wonderful Billy. I mean, and she seems like she has everything going for her. She's newly engaged. She's happy with her job. She's a fertility doctor. And then that world just completely changes with one phone call.
With one phone call. I mean, sometimes that happens, and we have these points in our lives. Sometimes it's as simple as a milestone birthday. My first book was these girls were turning 30, which I thought was so old at the time. But grief. In this case, this phone call came, and we stop and we ask ourselves, am I living the life I chose or the life that chose me? And I think we can all relate to that feeling of stopping and taking stock of our lives and really wondering, are we on the right path?
Timing sometimes is wrong. I mean, sometimes the right person comes along at the wrong time.
Absolutely. Yes, that can happen. And, we meet someone and we're madly in love and it feels like, we're soulmates. But life can sometimes get in the way. But I believe, and I'm a romantic at heart, and I do believe in true love. And I think we get second chances sometimes.
Emily Giffin, I love you more for Love You More. I mean, just thank you. And readers, we have a free excerpt of Love You More, and you could get the book at clubcalby.com.